So it is nearly the holidays, and that means that many of you have either already done your last day of work for the year, or some of you are preparing for your final day of work tomorrow. I know some of you will have to work throughout the rest of the year, and if you are one of those people who works throughout, even if your country has an observed holiday, you have my eternal gratitude. I lived in a family with people that had to work throughout this time of year, and I know how hard it can be, so thank you for those of you who are doing that. Today I had planned to have a different video for you, but for reasons that I'm not going to go into on this channel, but I will cover on Take Two, so I'll leave a link here, you've got this instead. And I thought now would be a great time to look back and also to look forward to some of the things that we can enjoy during the holiday period. This coming Saturday, I'm going to be taking part in a charity EV quiz that's taking place up in Scotland. Not actually in Scotland, it's virtually, so I will leave a link below in the show notes. That's going to be taking place, obviously, with the EVA of Scotland. It's a fun charity online quiz. I hope to be taking part, and so come and join me for that. And if you fancy your luck, why don't you sign up and become a team as well? I'm also going to be doing some special videos over the holiday period that are very similar to the ones we did earlier this year, where we interview key players in the automotive world. Yesterday, I actually recorded an interview with Jamie Brewer, who is the chief engineer for the Cadillac Lyriq. And while I know that it's another high-end premium electric vehicle, it's always fun to talk to the engineers responsible for that vehicle. I'm also setting up some other interviews that have yet to be recorded, so I'm not going to say who or what they are. There was one that was due to take place today, which didn't, for reasons that the other video on Take Two will discuss. But hopefully I'm going to get to record a few more of those in the coming weeks that we will also cover. We're also going to be doing a video talking about just how much money we make on YouTube from all of this content, or rather talk about how we earned money this year as a company and how we spent it. Because I am very cognizant of the fact that Transport Evolved wouldn't exist if it wasn't for all of you guys. Whether it's people who watch the ads, whether it's people who donate through Patreon or Bitcoin or Ko-fi, or people who just spread the word about the channel. Our income is directly tied to you guys. And so if you've been to Fully Charged Live or any of the other events that I'm at where we have a supporter get together, I very often will go over the financials of the company in fairly candid terms. And that's what we're going to try and do before the end of the year. Just discuss not dollars and cents, because I don't want to discuss dollars and cents, but I do want you to know where we get our money from, who we work with, and what we do with that money. And I think some of that is obvious, but it's always worth revisiting. We're also going to be doing some other surprise content, which I don't want to get into right now, but suffice to say, it has been a crazy year for everybody, both around the world and also here at Transport Evolved. And so I'm going to be taking some time off to spend with my family. And that means that if there is a breaking news story, I'm not necessarily going to be able to instantly jump on it and break it and report on that story. So I hope you'll forgive me that between now and the end of between now and the end of December, that would be crazy if I didn't make any content until the end of January. Between now and the end of December, we're going to be doing a lot of pre-recorded stuff. We're going to be doing a lot of novelty stuff. And over on Take Two, we're also going to be putting in a brand new networking system for this house, which should make it easier for us to protect ourselves against some of the hacking attempts that we've had this year from outsiders, and just make it easier for us to do things like live streaming from the yard. We are hoping, we've signed up for the Starlink beta, we're hoping that Starlink will send us an email soon going, hey, give us $500 and $100 a month, and we'll give you a Starlink setup. I'm hoping that we do. I have a friend who is also an EV owner who lives probably about 40 miles further east than I do, and she has literally just got her Starlink set up. So I'm hoping that we will do that, and obviously we'll be covering that on Transport Evolved Take Two. I know that most of you watch this content because of EVs, but I also know that a large number of you are nerds like me and like exploring that content. So we will be putting that up on Take Two as much as we possibly can. But this video is also to say we're backing off on the content. We have had a crazy month. We have done really well as a channel. And I've been working too hard. And for reasons that this Take Two video will detail, I need to step back a bit for a while. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not quitting. I'm not giving up. This is not because of Tesla trolls or anything else. This is completely personal life stuff. And so I wanted to say, hey, no official content today. I was going to be talking about Toyota. I'm hopefully going to produce that video either tomorrow or for next week. 10 will be up on Saturday as normal. And I love doing 10. 10 is a full day's worth of work for me. I get up at like 5 in the morning, and very often it's gone midnight by the time I'm done filming and producing that. And I will do 10 as normal tomorrow, but it will be the last live version of 10 for the year. We may have a holiday special thrown in. It depends on what happens elsewhere in between that time. But I know that some of you would get really nervous and worried if like the content just dried up. So I want to make that really absolutely clear. Also, just a reminder, be nice to each other in the comments. The video I put up yesterday about Tesla wasn't intended to be negative towards Tesla. In fact, I personally do not believe it was. We had a couple of corrections there. Some of you said that we got the incentives wrong in Germany, and we did, and we're sorry. It's a sliding scale. And also it has to be the base model, I believe. A couple of other people said, yeah, Tesla's not importing a lot of cars into Europe right now, which is a fair comment to make. But at the same point, it has stock in the US, certainly. It's very easy to order a car and get it delivered pretty quickly. So I don't know the reasons for that, and I'm not going to go into that into this video. Anyway, more content's coming. We're just going to be easing off the throttle a bit, maybe applying some regenerative braking. And if you do fancy the Take Two video, it is here. I'll see you over there in a second. Thanks to all of the amazing people who supported this channel this year. Without you guys, we just wouldn't be able to do what we do. Keep yourself safe, keep yourself healthy, and remember, even though there's a coronavirus vaccine now out in the wild, it's still smart to think about other people. It's still smart to wear a mask. It's still smart and kind to be courteous and thoughtful towards other people. Keep evolving.